I had a golem in the basement. I made him out of clay, and I made him dance at midnight to keep the neighbors away. Swirling in the moonlight, twirling in a dream. It only goes to show things ain't always what they seem.
We're walking side by side. When we turn the corner, the neighbors run inside. The golem don't say much, he's only made of clay. It just goes to show you learn something every day. La 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 la. And I'm dancing with the golem in the starry night, and the wonder of all wonders is the miracle of life. Summer at the swimming pool, he's sitting in the shallow end, he's acting like a fool. Going off the high dive, he does a cannonball. Golem is astounded at the wonder of it all. La 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 in the shopping mall with his credit card. He goes into the Gap store. The sales clerk eyes him hard. Golem buys a pair of jeans. The size is 38. It just goes to show Golem's putting on some weight. La 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 in the starry night, and the wonder of all wonders is the miracle of life. I had a golem in the basement. I made him out of clay, and I made him dance at midnight to keep the neighbors away. Spinning in the moonlight, twirling like a dream. It only goes to show life ain't always what it seems. La 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 la. To look me up on a sleazy online site. You don't have to call a number from a classified ad in the middle of the night. You don't have to read about me in the pages of Dan Savage, 'cause what I got for you, mama, is way above the average. I wanna be your sex object. I hope that you won't object. I wanna be your sex object. To serve you and protect, I wanna be your sex object. Like your very own blow-up doll, I wanna be your sex object. Baby, I can do it all. Honey, you can't buy me in your neighborhood pleasure chest. But I'm user-friendly, sugar, and I'll take all requests. If you want me in a frilly apron or in a leather vest, baby, just let me know, and I'll try to do my best. I wanna be your sex object. I hope that you wanna object. I wanna be your sex object. To serve you and protect, I wanna be your sex object. Like your very own blow-up doll, I wanna be your sex object. Baby, I can do it all. You won't get my attention by stuffing money in my pants. But sugar, if you want it, I'll give you a lap dance. Yeah, I will. Well, you don't have to plug me in or change my batteries. I'm energy efficient, honey, and totally free of disease. I ain't made from polystyrene or realistic latex. I'm original equipment, mama. So all you gotta do is relax. I wanna be your sex object. I hope that you won't object. I wanna be your sex object. To serve you and protect, I wanna be your sex object. Like your very own blow-up doll, I wanna be your sex object. Baby, I can do it all. I wanna be your sex object.
There's fireworks out on the horizon, out of sight just beyond the trees. Sweet summer night in small town Virginia, air soft without a breeze. Franchise beacons like ornaments connect the dots in the southern sky. On the curb outside the strip mall, watching America's dreams roll by. And there is a silent longing at the very center of our hearts, sailing a sea of empty promises, no destination on the chart. We are following some faded road signs. We are exiles from a great will. There is a silent longing, and it's left open, unfulfilled. A young girl locks the door on a walk-up on the start of a Saturday night. A double shift flipping burgers in the heartland, she won't be home till it's almost light. Stringing the paychecks together, the take-home doesn't go far. She gazes up at the sky and sights on a distant star. And there is a silent longing at the very center of our hearts. We're sailing a sea of empty promises with no destination written on the chart. And we're following some faded road signs. We are exiles from the great will, and there is a silent longing, and it's left open, unfulfilled. Sailing an empty sea, sailing an empty sea, sailing an empty sea, sailing an empty sea. The captive tiger carves a figure eight, pacing the dusty floor of his cage. Round and round the beaten path, is fueled by his hunter's rage. It is bred into his being, it is bred into his soul. It is bred into his everything, his hunger there exposed. And there is a silent longing at the very center of our hearts. We are sailing a sea of empty promises, no destination written into the chart. And we are following some faded road signs. We are exiles from the great will, and there is a silent longing, and there is a silent longing, and there is a silent longing, and it's left open, unfulfilled.
Out of culinary school, and I swear I've hit the big time. I show up at 3 to prep the damn kitchen, and I sweat all night on the line. I got burns and tattoos all up and down my arms, and my car payment's long overdue. And it sure wouldn't hurt that pompous boss of mine to say a nice word or two. But it's a yes, chef, no, chef, whatever you say, chef, you're the boss and I'm here to learn. And it's yes, chef, you bet, chef, I'll get it right away, chef, I'll never let your demi-glace burn. The abuse I take, make no mistake, my future is shining bright. And one of these days, if it all comes out okay, my name's gonna be in lights. My mama wanted me to be an accountant, just like my Uncle Frank. And my dad didn't care just what I did, just as long as I could take it to the bank. And when I put down those books and I started to cook, life started making sense to me. Well, I don't mind hard work, so I put up with that jerk, and like some slave I'll be free. Oh, and it's yes, chef, no, chef, whatever you say, chef, you're the boss and I'm here to learn. Oh, and it's yes, chef, you bet, chef, I'll get it right away, chef, I'll never let your demi-glace burn. The abuse I take, make no mistake, my future is shining bright. And one of these days, if it all comes out okay, my name's gonna be in lights. On the silver screen, sauteing and smiling on cue. I want me a joint that's sold out every night and made a cookbook or two. I wanna be a big star in the foodie bazaar, and I think that it's only my due. But right now it's my bit to put up with this shit and make a line cook dreams come true. I know that Emerald would understand, Senor Bayless or Skinny Tony B. Those guys, they get to fly around the world and they get to eat that stuff on TV. Well, I'm sitting here in the back of the house and I'm sure I want it to happen to me. But the next order's in, and since I'm up to my chin, I gotta let this daydream be. Oh, and it's yes, chef, no, chef, whatever you say, chef. You're the boss and I'm here to learn. And it's yes, chef, you bet, chef, I'll get it right away, chef. I'll never let your demi-glace burn. The abuse I take, make no mistake, cause my future is shining bright. And one of these days, if it all comes out okay, my name's gonna be in lights. Yeah, one of these days, if it all comes out okay, my name's gonna be in lights.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, 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 well, baby boomer women don't take no stuff. They're the first to tell you when enough's enough. They was raised on Ponderosa and father knows best. And late in the 60s they was put to the test. They got down to crazy Janet, San Francisco Gracie Slick. They took a bunch of medicine and made them all think in psychedelic colors like a yellow and red. And a bunch of weird movies done flash through their heads. But they got up the next morning, went to graduate school, and they learned how to deal with any old fool like you. Baby boomer women, baby boomer women. You can keep your Lady Gaga, whoever's our Quran. When I want a boogie, I know just what I want. Take Sweet Judy Blue Eyes or Cassandra Wilson. An evening with Lucinda would be most fulfilling. Fiddler and Partner, Nara Chess, man's obsession. You know they're gonna teach that little Gaga girl some lessons. Emmylou Harris, red-headed Bonnie Raitt. The way she picks that slide guitar makes my stuff vibrate. Baby boomer women, baby boomer women. Well, women with power for me is an aphrodisiac. Estrogen and pinstripes start to drive me wild, Jack. I got myself a crush on Elizabeth Warren. The state of Massachusetts of her is most adoring. Then you go to work with Barbara Levy Boxer, who called me crazy, I think is pretty foxy. Hillary Clinton, our Secretary of State, made a nice transition from presidential candidate she's got going on. Way more cojones than Sil Berlusconi and Nicolas Sarkozy. Yeah, the baby boomer women. Oh yeah, baby boomer women. Baby boomer women. Out in Hollywood land, where the glamour is the greatest, the women of a certain age all over the sound stages. Thinking that Jane Fonda gets me pretty misty, and I sure I've got them pure desires about this Julie Christie. Got them short like Sally Fields, tall like Susan Sarandon. Need a ladder up to her with great abandon. If one's not around one day, and that can be a call. I know the guy's a movie star, but hey, that just ain't all. And Keaton, the flaky one, and Houston, most Angelica are all the kind of talent that a baby boomer valid one. I'm saying baby boomer women. Baby boomer women. Baby boomer women. So don't you lift your face for me. Don't you have it Botox. I like the way you looks on you. So ixnay on them plastic docs. You season is a fleeting one. It's a cultural phenomenon. The joie de vivre goes on and on. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Baby boomer woman, you're my baby boomer woman. Yeah, my baby boomer woman. Walk around a little bit for me, baby. Yeah, that looks good on you. Baby boomer.
Just Settle slow on this soft settled corner of the city. Stragglers from Easter's past and have all fled inside. In the gray holiday blanket that covers the evening, I try to find a rhyme in the glow of a taillight that flows by. Waiting here for something. Patiently passing of the time. Waiting here in darkness. Hopefully trying to find a sign where the sweet silent center of the night holds a sudden longing, remaining unfulfilled with memories of distant youth. As night follows evening, fences descend into darkness. Interrupted dreams and broken headlight beams intrude. Waiting here for something. Patiently passing of the time. Waiting here in darkness. Hopefully trying to find a sign. Drive, steer and glide and hide out in the corners. Streetlights out of sight, half bright at the close of the day. Lovers park, disembark with quiet hopes for tomorrow. Up the steps they dance and turn with faint light on their face. Waiting here for something. Patiently passing of the time. Waiting here in darkness. Hopefully trying to find a sign. Night's voyage departs from a harbor on an inner passage. Black in the hustling glow of the city's neon divide. Stage light of the day fades into dark flowing amber. I close my eyes and search for the mysteries that lie inside. Waiting here for something. Patiently passing of the time. Waiting here in darkness. Hopefully trying to find a sign. When you got that belly like a Buddha, Lord, it's hard to buy blue jeans. When you got a big old belly like a Buddha, it's hard to buy blue jeans. They hang down around your kneecap. subject to the laws of gravity. I got this big old funky belly and this little skinny ass. My pants keep falling down, it shows a total lack of class when you got a belly like a Buddha. Lord, it's hard to buy blue jeans. They hang down around your kneecap, subject to the laws of gravity. Well, I need myself an architect or a structural engineer, cause the way these pants keep falling down is driving me to tears when you got a belly like a Buddha. Lord, it's hard to buy blue jeans, cause they hang down around your kneecaps, subject to the laws of gravity. Come on, son, let me hear what you got to say. Stand behind me and they talk behind my back. They're laughing and they're pointing at my nasty plumber's crack. Yeah, when you got a belly like a Buddha, Lord, it's hard to buy blue jeans. Yeah, it is. They hang down around your kneecaps, subject to the laws of gravity. I got a belly like a Buddha. Yeah, I got a belly like a Buddha. I got a belly like a Buddha. Got this big old belly like a Buddha. When you got a belly like a Buddha, it's hard to buy blue jeans. Oh yeah. In 1919, Helmut Schultz built a home in the sprawl of Chicago's north side. The stockyards were hiring and the factories were booming, and the city was fairly alive. He and his family breathed life into the place, but Sundays he loved most of all. Around an old table with the blessings of work, they joined hands and they sang the old songs. And how long does it take to tear down a dream? I've seen it done in less than a day. All it takes is one workman to bulldoze the place and one to haul it away. And it's out with the old and in with the new, where the minute is right for the day. A man's home, a man's castle is a pile of rubble. It's an eyesore that gets in the way. Well, Angel Ramirez was a welder by trade from Veracruz down on the Gulf. He came up with the downstroke when Schultz's son moved to Florida. His wedding pictures went up on the shelf. His kids went to St. Andrews just a few blocks away, from the first grade right through the eighth. And on Easter Sunday, dressed in spring colors, they marched in the parish parade. Well, Angel got older and the kids moved away. They were chasing their own shining dreams, so they leased the upstairs to a succession of tenants who paid rent
and kept the place clean. There were teachers and students and traveling salesmen who spent lonely nights on the road. They were almost like family, sometimes it seemed, under the roof of the old city home. So when does a house become just a property? And when does the soul leave the place? When the ink hits the paper at the close of the deal, or when the financing's gone into place? When the walls that held pictures from 4 generations have tumbled down to the ground, will the place that replaces them honor those memories of spirits no longer around? How long does it take to tear down a dream? I've seen it done in less than a day. All it takes is one workman to bulldoze the place and one to haul it away. And it's out with the old and it's in with the new, when the minute is right for today. A man's home, a man's castle is a pile of rubble. It's an eyesore that gets in the way. It's an eyesore that gets in the way.
White trash on my gentrified street. I wanna drain every nickel from the real estate machine. I wanna be the old guy who's the last to go, the only one remembers Rust Belt Chicago, cashing my chips at the casino on the lake, hearing what's left on the city on the take. Leave it to the bright eyes with their youthful dreams and their promise of fortunes and internet schemes. So smile when the moving van pulls out to go and the white trash is gone for good. Hallelujah, the white trash is gone for good. Junker sitting up on blocks and there ain't no aroma of boiled ham hocks, but my upward mobility is somehow wanting. At least I don't hang a bunch of patties day bunning or fly a college payment showing where I'm from, so folks will know I'm not some local kind of bum. A degree in accounting from Iowa State. Wow, I gotta tell you son, I really can't relate, but when the time gets right, sign on the dotted line, the white trash be gone for good. My brother, the white trash is gone for good. Hey now. All the changes you brung are necessarily bad. That's not the song I've sung. All kinds of joints within half of a mile. They're pulling on the micros. They used to be old style and biscuits and gravy and fries that were greasy. Stick to your insides, make you feel queasy. The grub's a lot better. Good wines are poured, but it's a pleasure, good fellow. It's hard to afford. So I guess I'm resigned to the early bird special where the white trash will go for good. Babacita, the white trash is gone for good. Well, I don't know how you kids get all of that scratch for those marble bathtubs, the toilets to match, and 2-car garages with attached fireplace, 3 lovely levels filled with acres of space. But if you want my place, go ahead, pull the trigger. Just write me a check in the upper 6 figures. When the check clears, buddy, it'll be hasta la vista. The white trash is gone for good. City dweller, the white trash is gone for good. And the white trash is gone for good. City dweller, the white trash is gone for good. Adios, the white trash is gone for good. And the white trash is gone for good. Say now, the white trash is gone for good. The white trash is gone for good. The white trash is gone for good. The white trash is gone for good.
Music's been a part of me ever since I was a kid. Wrestling with the sixth string is what I mostly did. I sang rock and roll in high school. We thought we were paying dues, and somewhere along the line I fell in love with the blues. Of all those early masters, so few still remain. Those juke joints they played in, well, it's just about the same. And there's a crooked road down in Virginia, and a crooked road deep inside of me. It's hard to get from A to B sometimes, let alone from B to C. Well, it winds along the ridges of regrets and memories. The soft bowing of the fiddle leads me on, and it echoes in the wording of the song as this ancient crooked road we travel on, you and me. Sometimes I think that singing can take me deep inside, to touch a place I've forgotten or even tried to hide. It's a place that's so damn fragile, I've got to close my eyes to blend into the melody and gently harmonize. Floating with the breezes clean above the ground, disappearing in the music, riding on the sound. And there's a crooked road down in Virginia, and a crooked road inside of me. It's hard to get to A to B sometimes with all this emotional geography, and it winds along the ridges of regret and memories. The soft bowing of the fiddle leads me on, and it echoes in the wording of the song as this ancient crooked road we travel on, you and me.
I lost my parents as a young man and a wife along the way. Now my children trod their own paths and my beard is stroked with gray. But my love for you goes stronger in the richness of our time. Our road is trod together to the meter of the rhyme. Music comes shining from the mountains, and the dance of light leads us on. And there's a crooked road down in Virginia, and a crooked road inside of me. It's hard to get from A to B sometimes. It's like ducks floating in a stream, and it winds along the ridges of regrets and memories. The soft bowing of the fiddle leads me on. It echoes in the wording of our song as this ancient crooked road we travel on, you and me. The soft bowing of the fiddle leads me on, and it echoes in the wording of the song as this ancient crooked road we travel on, you and me.
I got an email from an old friend. We done business through the years. We've had ourselves some good times, seen some laughter and some tears. He had a small favor to ask, and he thought it wouldn't incite me. The request came right through cyberspace. He said, I want you to like me. Well, of course I like you, buddy. Hell, I've known you now for years. We've shared New York pastrami and we've downed our share of beers. He said, no, not the old way. What do you think, I'm some kind of schnook? I want you to pledge my likability right there on Facebook. He said, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, please. It's an obsessive compulsive social media disease. If you don't give me 2 thumbs up, it'll shred my self-esteem. So like me, like me, like me, like me, please. Well, we're all such fragile people. Like Willie Loman, we all want to be well liked. Cause liking equals happiness, or better yet, insight. Liking can bring money, and liking can bring fame. And if you're not liked enough, well, you've only got yourself to blame. Liking sells Hollywood movies, Canadian Viagra. The amount of merchandise that moves these days is positively staggering. Priests and politicians, ne'er-do-wells and kings, and sleazy, cheesy websites that sell phony diamond rings. They say, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, please. It's an obsessive compulsive social media disease. If you don't give me 2 thumbs up, it'll shred my self-esteem. So like me, like me, like me, like me, please. We're supposed to like your pictures. We're supposed to like your status. We're supposed to like every damn thing you got coming at us. Well, the fella who thought the whole thing up, who brought it to fruition, is a combination of towering intellect and overwhelming ambition. He's a cyber visionary who has the Midas touch, but evidently he's the kind of guy no one likes very much. He unfriends his old girlfriends and he's always being sued. He comes across as quite aloof, if not downright rude. He's given us a universe where being liked is the ultimate dream. But he's really not a player on the likability team. So Mr. Z, I admire you for your hustle and your brains, but I don't think I'll be liking you anytime soon if it's all the same. Oh, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, please. It's an obsessive compulsive social media disease. If you don't give me 2 thumbs up, it'll shred my self-esteem. So like me, like me, like me, like me, please. Oh, I say like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, please. It's an obsessive compulsive social media disease. If you don't give me 2 thumbs up, it'll shred my self-esteem. So like me, like me, like me, oh, like me, like me, like me, oh, like me, like me, like me, like me, please. Dark eyes on a dark night in the dark edge of the bayou, slow breathing without trace of the sound. The night holds its secrets and gives them up slowly when love is no longer around. And who is to blame? And what is the answer when a man has a wandering eye? When lust is the nail pounded into the coffin, there aren't enough tears you can cry. But he begged and he pleaded like a natural man. She turned a deaf ear to his pleas. He said, I'd walk all the way from Baton Rouge to Bogalusa if you just take me back, darling, please. Unfaithful, unwanted, unrelenting regret, unable to look her in the eye. It was nothing, he says, just a fleeting temptation, but she knows once again that he lies. He offers up more empty promises. She turns and leaves him there alone.
In the dark end of the bayou with sadness all around, he has turned a young heart to stone. He begged and he pleaded like a natural man, but you turned a deaf ear to his pleas. He said I'd walk all the way from Baton Rouge to Bogalusa if you'd just take me back, darling, please. And what turns a man into a faithless backslider? And what makes a wrong woman decide that this is the last time, come hell or high water, she's walking away with her pride? And when he looks in the mirror, just what does he see? Are his failings within his plain sight? Or does he lie to himself like he did to his beloved when she turned and walked into the night? He begged and he pleaded like a natural man, but she turned a deaf ear to his pleas. He said I'd walk all the way from Baton Rouge to Bogalusa if you just take me back, darling, please. He said I'd walk all the way from Baton Rouge to Bogalusa if you just take me back, darling, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hadassah ladies, they come to lunch. They think they're gonna schmooze and munch. Instead they think some evil thoughts about chicken fat. Well, you don't have to take it from Rachel Ray. You got to have some of that stuff every day. Said, whoa, yeah, shake that chicken fat. It's essential for your diet. Don't be shy, you got to try it. Well, it's good for lunch and it's good for dinner. It's such a nosh, it's such a winner. Said, whoa, yeah, shake that chicken fat. Well, first you cook a chicken, the bones you'll be a-picking. You pull the meat right off of that. What you got left on the bottom of the pot is that lovely chicken fat. Well, spread it on your latkes and it'll give you knockers. You can be proud of that, 'cause there ain't nothing better for what ails you than that lovely chicken fat. Well, there's kids, there's dogs, there's hairless cats. Klezmer music, man, it's a gas. I said, whoa, yeah, shake that chicken fat. We got clarinets, we got mandolins. Brother, you don't know the shape we are in. I said, oh yeah, shake that chicken fat. Well, it's delicious and it's nutritious. You can spread that good stuff right on your kiss, 'cause well, you got no worries and you got no doubt. When you got that grade A schmaltz, I said, oh yeah, shake that chicken fat. I wanna tell you one more time, I said, oh yeah, shake that chicken fat. It will make your matzo balls bounce.